Subscribe to the Donnie Houston podcast, man. But I guess while we here, we can talk, because people have asked me about it, because I put the little BTS when we did the You Want to Shine shit, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Talk about changing that beat, man.
Yeah, because you put it out too soon.
Okay.
Yeah, you put it out the next day, and I'm like, I'm throwing this shit away.
Okay.
I don't want my left hand to know what my right hand doing like that.
So one part of me felt like that. Yeah. But then the other part of me was like, well, shit, bro, you know we ain't here doing BTS. Like, nigga, I had the camera out, nigga.
Yeah, I know. But you ain't tell me you was finna put it out 24 hours later.
Fair enough.
I'm like, shit, let's get a couple of these motherfuckers done.
Yeah.
And then
I mean, I still got shit from that day that I didn't put out. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, know. You know, so. Yeah,
but I ain't, but when have you ever seen that with me though? And you ain't. And that's for a reason too. Like, one thing about me, I'm still here in this game at the level that I'm on because of how I carry myself. I move as a mystic. Don't nobody know shit about me until I come on, you know, something like this and let somebody in. That shit is for a reason. I don't want motherfucker to, and then I probably want to, like, everybody want to seem like I don't want nobody seeing my fuck ups and shit like that. You're not finna make me a man like that while I'm a god. You or nobody else is gonna make me a homo sapien when I'm something other. So I guess I'm saying I'm going to remain intangible. You can't put your hands on me. And that's why I'm still here doing what I'm doing. Because when that shit come out, it come out like something perfect out of the heavens. Like, bam, here go roast shit. Ah, shit, foreplay, sex, orgasm. Till the next time, it's time to nut. And that shit gonna be perfect too. I don't want that shit to come out and be like, yeah, that bitch, oh nah, what note was that? You ain't finna hear that shit with me, because I ain't finna let y'all see that shit. You know what I'm saying? So it worked, and the nigga Jay really taught me how to do that shit. That nigga told, he was telling me what made Face. And he was like, yeah, man, for the longest time, I kept Face out of the light. So all you saw with Face was what we wanted you to see with Face. Even the shit that, like Pac and the freestyles and shit like that, he still put out what he wanted people to see. And for the longest time, especially when I was back listening to that, the niggas I fuck with are down brothers and ready to die for a motherfucker.
Yeah.
You was like, nah, Scarface, this nigga is King Herod. This is not a man. This nigga is something every black boy, Mexican boy, white boy around this bitch want to grow up and be. I ain't know what the fuck this nigga was talking about, but it sounded good in a bitch. And when you seen him on TV, like, come on, man, this nigga reading out of a diary, rapping the diary
was
on
put
Arsenio
together.
Hall. You ain't seen no fuck ups. You seen a nigga in his best element, moving as a god amongst men. I wanted that shit for myself too.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. I'm glad we having this conversation, because I think bro might feel the type of way about the video, man. But shit, we could just talk, you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, I don't be running from no conversations, bro. Like, I don't, you know. If it's conflict, man, bring that shit. Let's squash it. Let's figure it out. You know what I'm saying? So I'm glad we had that conflict, you know, about that, man. And for everybody who asking, that's what the fuck happened to the record. You know what I mean? Bro got mad at me for putting out the BTS, but it's all
like a motherfucker. Like a motherfucker.
Nah, it's all good, man. It's all good. But man, bro, it done been a lot done went on with you, man, since we done sat down, bro. You know.
You got a lighter.
Let me see. You got a lighter? You got a lighter?
You ain't got no light. Hands with the shades on, caught everything. You know what I'm talking about? Pop.
Man, you know, a big thing within our first sit down was me asking you about what was going on with the whole Gorilla Mob ABN with the group, you know what I'm saying? And you gave a fair answer. I miss my friend. I miss the times we had, you know what I'm saying? We might not do music, but I do miss hanging out with my nigga, which was fair. And I'll say this too, bro. In regards to whatever y'all had going on, I've always said, as much as we done talked and been around, and you know how I feel about the group and all that shit. Like, you ain't never came at me with nothing negative, huh?
I said, yeah, you love that shit.
I love, bro. Listen, let me tell you something, fam. I remember when we went to Gills and got the Gorilla Mob sampler, bro. Yeah. I'm talking about some Mo City shit, nigga. Gills records, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know, so that shit is it's personal type.
I ain't even know it was a sampler.
It was a sampler, bro. It had 4 songs and 4 instrumentals. Ask Propane how many times we rapped over them same 4 instrumentals. Like 40 freestyles over Ends, Fondren and Maine, Keep Watching Me, and
I heard
it might have been one more on there.
You was this nigga pro DJ?
Yeah.
I ain't know that.
Yeah, when
nigga told me that shit today.
When he started rapping, I started DJing. When I started DJing, he started rapping.
That's dope.
Yeah.
That's dope.
Yeah. But that was what we had, bro. So that shit, it's just a sentimental thing. You feel me? So, but I'm saying it to say is that within that was your response to that. I remember we was at the crib and you was like, hey man, I know you want to see this shit. You love this shit. You pulled up some old footage. Mm-hmm. You've never spoken negatively to me about whatever that's about. You know what I'm saying? And things went on, bro, and I ain't gonna lie. When I saw, the video come out with the whole altercation for that shit, to me felt like watching like the Twin Towers like crash and burn, bro. Mm-hmm. You feel me? On some real shit. For niggas that grew up in Houston, you know what I'm saying, being brought up under this music, this our soundtrack, like Street Military was your soundtrack coming up. You know what I'm saying? Gorilla Mob was for us, you feel me?
Right.
So when you see that, it's like, damn, bro. Mm-hmm. How do we get here?
Shit, you know how we got there. I think everybody know how we got there. Mm. One thing about me, I've been very, very, very good with keeping my mouth closed about what go on. Because whose business is it to know? You know what I'm saying? But I guess I could just bring up a line from American Gangster. Man, what that nigga tell this nigga Frank Lucas, what you mad at? Nigga, this your success taking shots at you. You gonna have to pay for something. Now, I ain't no Illuminati shit. I ain't finna pay for nothing with my soul. But me doing what I'm doing by myself, there's a lot of people don't like that. There's a lot of people they don't want to see you shine, man. And I mean, in order to not see you do that, they'll do anything when they can't shine with you. So it's easy to get to a situation like that when you got a bunch of envy involved. Now, when we talk about envy, I don't have any. So I guess that leaves the rest of the group that you like. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, I don't have no envy. So
subscribe to the Donnie Houston podcast, man.